Sir, what are the legal and diplomatic implications of a U.S. city's mayor-elect signaling action on ICC warrants? And how could that intersect with Netanyahu's planned visit?
Of course, there is international refusal to what the Israeli government is doing and what Netanyahu is doing. Of course, we know that Netanyahu is responsible for all the genocides that are happening in the Gaza Strip and in the West Bank and in all of the occupied lands. And so any statements that support the Palestinians or threaten the officials and the Israeli government that carry out these genocides is actually accepted and welcomed internationally and is supported and hailed by lots of countries that support peace and want peace. But there are some measures here, USA measures according to the constitution, and some of what the USA believes in may not support this here, and I mean here President Donald Trump. And so just stating these or making them come to light in this way, this actually reflects the absolute refusal of what the occupation country is doing and what the occupation army are doing against the Palestinian civilians in the Gaza Strip and in all occupied land.
Egypt rejects any partition of Gaza. What verification and monitoring tools can reassure Cairo that territorial integrity and civilian movements are protected, sir?
Of course, Egypt is and has always been the #1 supporter of the Palestinian cause, and the support that Palestine has received from President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi shows this actually, and shows that Egypt wants to keep the national security in the region. And so Egypt is very keen to make sure that Palestine has full sovereignty and is putting so much effort to refuse and stop any division attempts in the Gaza Strip or to stop the Israeli forces from taking up any more land. And also they are trying to stop the settlers as well. And so Egypt has been trying everything from diplomacy to negotiations with the USA and leaders around the world to make sure that any Israeli attempts to violate the agreement, and so they want Palestine to have full sovereignty over its land. As I said, Israel has a plan to actually hinder President Donald Trump's peace plan and peace initiative as well, and they are trying to manipulate the points in the Sharm el-Sheikh agreements and the ceasefire agreement, and we have proof here them continuing the aggressions in the Gaza Strip and in the West
Yes,
Bank.
of course, sir, and very true all you said. What role, sir, should Washington and regional partners play now to align timelines, aid delivery, and security arrangements with Egypt's stated priorities?
This is a very important question here, and it is what has been concerned with. In the meantime, the U.S. government needs to be very aware of what security means in this post-war phase and in the second phase of the Sharm el-Sheikh agreement, and also we need to get Hamas out of the picture when it comes to control, but peacefully in a way that is accepted by the Palestinians without having the peacekeeping forces being involved on a military level with the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. And we also need humanitarian delivery to the Strip because it is one of the most important points in the Sharm el-Sheikh agreement here. And then also they need to stop any attempts from the Israeli side and the Israeli occupation army from trying to make the international forces linked to them or having them complete their projects for them or be a substitution. And so we need international monitoring here, and we need to stop the Israeli aggressions that are still happening in the Gaza Strip and on the Palestinians.